friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God 2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Firefighter saved her from a fire decades ago, and now they're reunited as she saves his life. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. In a heartwarming twist of divine intervention, Firefighter saved her life decades ago, and now they're reunited as she saves his life. Chuck Montgomery, a former Glendale fire captain, is currently battling lymphoma and receives treatment at the City of Hope. There he encountered Chrissy Asanu, a nurse who turns out to have been the recipient of his heroism many years ago. In 1996, Christy was involved in a severe car accident caused by a drunk driver. Chuck, then a Glendale firefighter, was among the first responders on the scene. His quick and courageous actions were crucial in rescuing Christy from the wreckage. His bravery played a key role in saving her life that fateful day. As Chuck underwent his second chemotherapy session, Christy made a startling realization about their shared history. After she learned that Chuck was a firefighter, she couldn't help but ask more questions. Christy said, "Then I asked which department he worked for, and he said, Glendale. I asked, do you know a gentleman named Rayleigh? He said, yeah, he was my driver engineer. I was like, really? Rayleigh was one of the guys who saved my life. I asked, do you know a Chuck? I'll never forget. He took off his hat and he said, I'm Chuck." Chuck's courage and response were instrumental in saving Christy's life. Now, in a profound demonstration of how God can intervene and save us through others, Christy found herself in a position to return the favor. As she administered care and support to Chuck during his treatments, their story became a powerful reminder of how God authors the stories of our lives. Christy has become the hands and feet of Jesus for Chuck, mirroring the compassion and support he once offered her. "Unfortunately, this is not the way I would want to see anyone, especially someone who saved my life," Christy said. "But it was such a great moment and really surreal just to thank him again." Chuck and Christy's story highlights the profound ways in which God uses individuals to intervene in our lives, demonstrating that compassion and care can come back to us in unexpected and meaningful ways. As they navigate these challenging times together, their reunion stands as a testament to the enduring impact of divine love and the remarkable full-circle moments that define our lives. Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Teen mom with triplets had nowhere to turn, but then a special angel stepped in. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. Nurse Katrina Mullen's story of how she adopted 4 children will bring you to tears. When a teen mom has triplets with nowhere to turn, Katrina, a special angel, stepped in. Katrina's story is one you might relate to. Perhaps you were a mom at a young age, or maybe you found yourself in a situation where you had nowhere to turn. Her story is a powerful example of how deep compassion and empathy can change lives. Her decision to adopt triplets and support 14-year-old Sharia Small reveals a remarkable decision to love and care. Katrina's own journey into motherhood began at just age 16, and as a single mother herself, she understood the challenges and fears of young parenthood. This experience gave her a unique perspective and the ability to offer genuine support to others facing similar struggles. When Sharia Small, a young 14-year-old mother with 3 infants, Sahara, Serenity, and Samari, came into Katrina's life, she saw an opportunity to make a significant difference. Guided by a profound sense of love, Katrina mothered and supported Sharia and her triplets, welcoming them into her home and her heart. Beyond providing for their needs, Katrina also became a surrogate grandparent, offering emotional support and a deep connection. She knew from personal experience how overwhelming it could be for a young mother. "I wanted her to know that I was a teen mom and that I knew how scary it was," Katrina said. Her own experiences allowed her to offer valuable guidance and comfort to Sharia, helping her navigate the challenges of early parenthood with a compassionate hand. As Sharia left the hospital with her 3, she did so with the reassurance that she had a steadfast supporter in Katrina. But life took a turn for the worst, leaving Sharia on the verge of losing her children as social services stepped in. When Katrina learned that Sharia and her triplets would be placed in multiple homes in the foster care system, she volunteered to take them all in, even though she had 5 children of her own. That's when Sharia received a simple text message from Katrina that read, "I can't wait for you to come home." Katrina's involvement was more than just providing a home for the triplets. It was about being a relatable presence during a crucial time. Her understanding of Sharia's fears and struggles made her an exceptional source of support because she had been in Sharia's shoes. Through her actions, Katrina showed that love is not just about adopting children, but about creating a nurturing environment where both parents and their children can thrive. When the nurse adopted them, she became the hands and feet of Jesus to Sharia and her children. The triplets found not only a new home, but a loving, supportive family. Can you imagine what a relief it was for Sharia and her 3 children to find a forever home? She is now graduating from high school and getting ready to attend college to create a better future for her triplets, all because Katrina opened her heart and home. Katrina's story is a remarkable illustration of how personal experiences and empathy can drive one to profoundly impact the lives of others. Her dedication to Sharia and her children highlights the incredible power of love to foster hope and to provide support in even the most challenging situations. Psalm 113:9. He settles the childless woman in her home as a happy mother of children.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.